Just got fired for spreading misinformation on the internet. So how about I spread some information about my manager, Allison? How would your boyfriend, Wyatt, like to know that you've been hooking up with the stalking manager, Alex, since before I got hired? More importantly, how would the higher-ups like to know about the initiation parties you both throw for the young, attractive new recruits? You best believe I have every receipt necessary, and as soon as I'm finished recording this, I'm sending them straight to your boyfriend, and I'm sure he's going to be really happy to hear that you and Alex both hit me up for a three-way tennis match. You think you can get away with this, but I lose my job for a silly fictional video I posted to the internet, which, by the way, the video was not real, purely fictional, 100% made up, and it was fun. But you get to do all this with no consequences. No way. Absolutely no way. On the bright side, watching you get the consequences you deserve is going to be a real sweet treat. So mad.
Have you ever thought that a TikTok video could actually cost you your job? Well, for these people, that's actually what happened. Today we are looking at people who posted videos on TikTok and somehow ended up losing their jobs because of it.
Over a TikTok that I posted yesterday. I wanted to make this video for hours, but I'm trying to go about this in the best way physically possible, okay? My account on here is literally my outlet. This is where I talk to you guys, I decompress, I tell you how I'm feeling, like, and that's what you follow me for. So yesterday, I was having a really rough day at work, and I made a video talking about I was having a really stressful day at work. I was telling you guys about an interaction that happened, and someone sent the video to the owner of my restaurant, and he called me horrible names. So I decided to leave. I made the decision for my mental health that it was time to leave the restaurant, because he was probably going to fire me anyway. He didn't though. I quit before he could. If you ever have someone that is so degrading and rude to you, my biggest advice to you, like, have respect for yourself, okay? Have respect for who you are, what you have, like your work ethic, okay? Like, again, I am one of the hardest workers I've ever met. I have worked for every single thing I have in my entire life. I have bought myself many cars. I moved out at 18. I pay rent at 24. I have a car. I pay for everything on my own. And so for one little incident to literally spiral into such a snowball after I literally busted my butt for that restaurant for 4 years, it really sucks, okay?
Okay, this one escalates really quickly. She said her account was our outlet, but our workplace clearly did not see it that way. And after one video got reported, she ended up leaving her job. But okay, let's keep going because it's getting even crazier.
From my job today, didn't think I'd be making this video, but here we are. Somebody reported me to corporate office anonymously on purpose, and I know it was on purpose. I can't really say why, but somebody did this to get me fired. So, whoever it was, shout out to you, man. I've had a lot of stuff going on in my life recently, and this is just kind of like the final blow. I know my videos are out of pocket. It's clearly a joke. I don't make these videos seriously. None of my videos are serious. I make these videos that just kind of have a purpose, to just kind of, try to make people laugh, give me something to do with myself. I'm just sorry to anybody if, these videos hurt. I don't know, these are not serious videos, and I understand that they are out of pocket videos, but I didn't harm anybody. I didn't harm the place that I'm working at. I don't think I broke any rules, but all right. I'm sorry, and to the person who did this, you won, I guess. You made my life a little bit better.
So I got fired from GameStop for TikTok. For my TikToks. Oh my god, I'm dying. yeah, my DM came, set up his computer, and was like, hey, can you come in the back? And I'm like, oh God, am I in trouble? He's like, just come in the back. I'm like, oh fuck. And there's this white lady, this white HR lady. He's like, do you have any idea why we want to talk to you? And I'm like, no. And I'm like, but I'm scared. She goes, oh, you should be scared. And then she's like, do you do anything at work? I'm like, I make TikToks. She's like, oh, and blah, 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 blah. I'll get to this in a second. Basically, don't be scared, but you're fired. Basically, they didn't like that I was disparaging certain products, like calling things stupid. They didn't like that I was making fun of certain customers, and they didn't like that I showed the safe in one video a bit back with stickers. Apparently that's a safety hazard. There was no comment on, that I talk about warranties, pro, trade, price matching, any of that. There's none of that. No, it's just, here's how you fucked up. I'm sorry. I have one shift left. It was on Friday. They're like, you're terminated immediately. Give your keys. Like, holy shit. Anyone who works at GameStop knows that there are some stores who do some very sketchy, illegal shit, which I will talk about probably next week. I will talk about it next week. Let's just say that. Some sketchy, illegal shit, and I'm really glad that GameStop corporate felt the need to reach out to me regarding TikToks, and that social media is just really harming the company, and I'm so sorry about that. I'm really glad that this was at the top of their agenda and not the myriad of other illegal things that people way above me are doing. Oh, I was curious if I could get fired for TikTok, and I did.
Now, this one is weird. He was making TikTok while working at GameStop, and the company did not like some of the content. Apparently, he was making fun of products and customer, and even show part of the store safety. And just like that, terminated. Would you have expected that?
Good evening, TikTok fam. Thought I'd give you an update. I went into work tonight and didn't even barely get into the store, and my boss said, I need to talk to you. So I was like, oh, okay. I was thinking, what have I done? She takes me in the office. She's got tears in her eyes. And she's like, I have to let you go. I'm like, for what? She said, well, the video you did on TikTok where you cooked the steaks was a serious food violation. And it came down from corporate, and you're fired. And I was like, okay. I'm thinking to myself, the food I was cooking was for myself. I get it. You might have been mad. It was Quick Star Steaks. But anyway, so I no longer have a job. What do you guys think about that? I was quite surprised. Turned in all my clothes and stuff. Everybody was sad because I've been there for like 16 years. Know everybody. I try to help everybody, do a good job. Delivery, kitchen. I was a manager several times, but yeah. So anyway, I no longer work for Casey's. Those of you that follow me that know that or know me from there, and those that don't care, I guess let's try to blow this video up and maybe give me some forward momentum to do something, either get the affiliate thing going or learn more about TikTok, and I don't want to be TikTok famous, but make a decent living off here. Anyway, leave in the comments what you think or any ideas, and thank you for following me on TikTok.
Now, this one will really hurt. Imagine working somewhere for 16 years and then losing your job because of a TikTok video. He said the video involved him cooking for himself, but the corporate consider it as a food violation. right? So after 16 years, that's a tough way to go. Honestly, it is.
You do this to him, but be more proactive. And I'm not going to go tell him. I'm going to let him come in the next time, and hopefully you'll greet me with a smile and eye contact, and that'll help you get better response from the people that come through here. What do you think? Do you have something to say? Response could be, thank you, because I'm hoping you're learning. Okay? And you're up for it. I will come to your station specifically next time. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I made a special shout-out to come back in here. So, appreciate that. Okay.
I just got fired for posting a TikTok video, and I just want to explain what happened. So the whole reason why I got fired was because I posted a TikTok of a lady trying to tell me how to do my job. So it was just a normal shift, you know. I'm a cashier. My job is to wait for someone to come into my register so I could help them pay. And yeah, the lady walks by while I'm talking to my coworker, and she gets mad at me because I didn't greet her. And I managed to record on my glasses. And yeah, I didn't think much of it at the time, but I decided to post it online, and that shit went viral. I was an hour into work, and then I get called up to the conference room by the general manager of the store. And once I walk into the conference room, there's like papers on the table or on the desk, and he starts explaining everything. He says why I'm here, because of the video. And then he pulls out the papers, and there's screenshots of my profile, of the comments, of the video, basically everything. And yeah, he then says that Menards doesn't tolerate that behavior. But I don't know what behavior he's talking about, because I didn't even do anything to the customer. She's the one that was harassing me. I didn't even answer back or nothing. I just stayed quiet. And yeah, he says that they don't tolerate that, so he has to fire me. So yeah, that's why I got fired. And now I'm jobless, playing Fortnite and shit, or FIFA. But yeah, thank you to everyone who was on my side in the comments, and whoever was on her side, f you guys, because I didn't even do shit. It was all on her. But yeah, thank you to everyone, and give me a follow, because I'm gonna try to be posting more, try to go famous again. One more thing, no hate to the managers or none of that. My coworkers, they were all chill. Alanis, Michaela, the managers, love you guys. But Menards, like in general, f you guys, because why the f you fire me for no reason?
This is why you have to be really careful when you record at work. He recorded an interaction with a customer, posted it online, and the video went viral. And then his manager called him into the office. The next thing he knows, he's out of a job. Viral video, but definitely not the kind of viral he wanted, right?
Hello, Andrew. So, as we said when we talked earlier in the week, regarding the investigation that I was doing, I told you that we would call you with a follow-up regarding the outcome of the investigation, and so that's the purpose of our call today. I have completed the investigation, and the company has made the decision that we are going to terminate you effective today, and that's for violation of our conduct in the workplace policy, specifically our social media policy. So we already have your equipment. We will process the termination today. All right. Well, that is the purpose of our call today. So that completes the call. I appreciate you taking our call. Alan, thank you for setting this up. All right. Thank you both.
All right, thank you.
This one is different because you can actually hear the company telling him why he was fired. The company said he violated their workplace conduct and social media policy, and that was it. No more job.
Took it to the back after making it, and you ate the entire meal and then bragged about it to your coworkers. And that is one of the reasons why we have discussed with corporate.
So hold on. Before you even mention corporate, before you even say anything, not even trying to cut you off, but it's like, everybody does the same thing. I'm not the only person who does that.
So let's move past that then, right? So beyond that, there's multiple customer complaints that you're smelling like the cat litter.
Yep.
What's that about?
And
cat litter is crazy.
Well, we brought this to your attention. It hasn't stopped. In fact, I don't know what I'm smelling right now, but
Like we still kind of
smell it, and we brought it to your attention multiple times.
All right,
A lot of hours.
or at least not have your voice so loud, like there's people walking by and like yelling, saying that I smell like cat litter.
Well, it's unfortunate to us that you smell like cat litter. So I'll lower my tone if that makes you feel more comfortable. Leads me to my third reason. You continuously show your music to customers, co-workers.
But my music is my life, so it's like
okay,
I'm actually
let that
good.
be your life, but don't bring it into Shake Shack.
You even showed it to upper management on the day that we had an inspection. I don't know what is going on with that.
I mean, if anybody's gonna like, respectfully, of course.
Well, they even have to tell you to pay attention. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes perfectly good sense.
Lovely.
But
okay.
I mean,
And is there anything that you don't understand about why we are firing them?
this is my first time actually like having gone through anything like this. So I'm wondering why I don't get like a second strike.
Got you. Okay,
I haven't gotten.
Lovely. Thank you.
You guys didn't even want me to work here in the first place.
We have to wrap this up. I'm sorry, this has gone on too long.
Okay, this meeting is something else. The manager is listing reasons why this employer is being fired. And the employee is basically trying to understand why he did not get another warning. You can literally feel the tension from the scream.
Hey, this ain't the first time I've been fired, but this the first time I've been fired like this. So, I'm on vacation, right, this weekend. Today's my first day back, right? I walk into work, is sitting at the staircase for me, waiting on me. So I'm like, okay, I got an idea, I got a clue about what this is about. So,
and then we have this guy coming back from vacation only to find out that his job is waiting for him in a very different way. He sees the paper and immediately knows something is wrong. That has to be one of the worst ways to walk into work. And honestly, this whole thing just shows how careful you have to be with what you post online. You might think it's just a TikTok video, but your employer might see it differently, because once you post something online, you really don't know who is going to see it. So what do you think, guys? Should people be fired for things they post on TikTok outside of work, or should your personal social media stay completely separate from your job? Let me know what you think in the comment section. If you do enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to my channel. I am Joy. Thank you very much for joining me today. I really appreciate every one of you for your support on my channel. I want to say thank you, and I really appreciate it. That's it for this one, and I will see you in my next one.